Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Age channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 20,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's so close, thanks for supporting me, guys. The head coach of the temporary WBO heavyweight champion of the Chinese Zhang Zhilei, Sean George, gave an interview to the American blog about boxing and the fight against Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury. Zhilei can fight with fighters of any styles. If you have noticed, every single time about Zhilei tells all sorts of tall tales. Here he is too slow, he has slow hands, he is a C-level fighter, he only has a backhand, but in every fight we show a little more. Zhilei is a perfect fighter. If you move around the ring to the left, then to the right, trying to overbox, then Zhang Zhilei will catch you. If you are Tyson Fury, if you have the same weight, if you are tall and have a longer arm span, we will work in our own way. It doesn't matter, no matter what you do against us. Zhilei's IQ is high. Zhilei is a student of this sport. I'm not a promoter, I'm not saying this for the sake of a chatter. I'm a teacher. I analyze fights and I teach. Zhilei understands this and we have a good chemistry when it comes to this. Anyone, any style, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. I like all these fights. All these fighters have different styles and I'm telling you, Zhilei is ready for any of them. Sean George said. The head of Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn, representing the interest of Britain Anthony Joshua, said that his word would be interested in holding a duel against Filip Hrgović. In fact, the winner of the Fury fight has to boxing with Filip Hrgović, or lost the title, and they are not going to box with him. There is a lot to think about, but this news definitely changes the situation. Our goal is to become a 3-time world champion, and this fight against Filip Hrgović will allow us to do that, Eddie Hearn said about fighting Anthony Joshua versus Filip Hrgović. Joshua had his last fight against Trevor Helenius in August this year. In this confrontation, Anthony won by knockout in the 7th round. He has 26 wins and 3 defeats. Hrgović had his last fight against Dempsey Makin in August of this year. In this confrontation, Filip Hrgović won by technical knockout in the 12th round. He has 16 wins and no defeats. Former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua will definitely be interested in a fight for the vacant IBF title against Filip Hrgović. If this belt really becomes vacant, and the opportunity to become a world champion again is of great importance for Joshua, despite the planned fight against Deontay Wilder, which promises to be more ambitious and commercially profitable than the fight with Hrgović. Yesterday's news from the IBF slightly changed the picture. There is a lot to think about, but this news definitely changes the situation. Hearn added about the plans of Joshua, who is ranked 4th in the IBF rankings. Our goal is to become a 3-time world champion, and this fight against Hrgović will allow us to do that. Hearn recently announced that he and Wilder's team are looking for opportunities to hold a fight between the ex-champions in February-March next year after the people who initiated negotiations between the boxing teams were unable to organize the promised fight in Saudi Arabia. The fight with Wilder is much bigger, but in the fight with Hrgović, there will be a world title, said Hearn. The end of Anthony Joshua's professional career. The British ex-world champion in the first heavyweight, Johnny Nelson, believes that his compatriot Anthony Joshua will soon end his professional career. I think it's too early to talk about this, since Joshua will have to fight with Deontay Wilder, and I hope we will see their duel in the first half of next year. By the way, many people believe that Joshua should not go out to fight with Deontay Wilder, since a fight with Wilder will mean the end for Anthony Joshua's professional career. But in this case, everything is much simpler, because Joshua is now in such a position that, as they say, he has nothing to lose. But Joshua, anyway, in my opinion, has no choice but to take risks and try to regain his former position in the heavyweight. It is possible for Anthony Joshua to become a champion again? I think it's possible, although the chances, in my opinion, are small in his current position, but it's still possible. According to Johnny Nelson, Joshua should not go out to fight Wilder, as it may end badly for Joshua. The best have to fight with the best to find out who is number 1. And if you pay attention to the trilogy between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, then they have determined who is the best of them, and Joshua should follow their bright example. No matter what anyone says, but if Anthony Joshua doesn't hold a duel with Deontay Wilder in the near future, then we can assume that Anthony Joshua has completed his professional career, and that the lack of formality is unlikely to dispute this fact. But the most important question in all this is how much Anthony Joshua himself wants to continue his professional career, and in my opinion, he may well return with the most serious intentions to resume his former success. But for this, he will have to conduct not a neat and careful boxing that does not impress his fans at all, but return to his former boxing style. If you look at Joshua's first fight, then, as they say, life is felt in them. But his last fights cannot be distinguished by this. Yes, his loyal promoter Ed Hearn has repeatedly said that Joshua will no longer take risks in his fights and that from now on he will lead smart boxing. I think that this is not quite true, and Eddie Hearn, as best he can, turns the attention of boxing fans to the side that is beneficial for himself. Joshua's smart boxing started in a rematch with Andy Ruiz, and as for me, such a change of style didn't benefit Joshua. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really want to get 20,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel.